Ken Mogi's morning run. So I'm in the middle of my morning run, and it is a perfect time to talk about God again. As you know, I'm not someone who would outright say that I'm an atheist and religion is nonsense, making a straw man of the rudimentary religious beliefs. I'm not that kind of person. So I'm open to the possibility of something interesting lurking in the natural laws. As I said, I think the physicalist point of view that the natural laws are all there is about this universe is a no-brainer. So I am open-minded about religious beliefs. But having said that, recently I had an experience where somebody mentioned God, the concept of God, in a casual way, and I felt that it was totally inadequate and totally irrelevant to say that something is ultimately describable in terms of God's intentions and so on. And if somebody said that all these things are as God intended them to be, that sounds a bit trivial, to say the least. So I do feel that although there's this open possibility that there's something beyond natural laws, I do feel that any mention of God in a casual way would be an anticlimax, if you like, to what is actually a poignant possibility for us to think about. So I think there's something that can be said about religious expressions of one's view, because whatever you say, however you say it, if you mention the name of God in a casual way, that might be actually an anticlimax to what is actually a very rich possibilities for thinking. I'm running. So I think actually probably Spinoza was right in saying that he said God is an absolute infinite, so that we cannot really access to God's property through ideas like personality, intelligence, body, and so on. And so any mention of God in a casual way, in conventional manner, would be contrary to this essence of God as an absolute infinite. So there are many sophisticated ways in mathematics to deal with the absolute infinite, and I probably think that that's a way to treat God, to treat it as an absolute infinite. So that way maybe we can give a proper treatment of the concept of God. So mentioning God's name casually in the daily conversation or in church maybe is properly inappropriate. And in that, I might actually agree with an atheist and rational people in the restraint of referring to God's name.
Distance 3 kilometers.